Hey everybody, this is Rob and Paula Smith from the Body Project, and we are going to talk today about the difference between working out and working in. So, how do I like to spend my birthday?
How does he like to spend his birthday? Well, today's his birthday and we are out hiking. Been hiking all day here, but it's beautiful. And we're right now in the snow, even though there's not a lot of snow in most places, but we found the place that has the snow. How exciting. We'll get a chance to show you a little bit more of the cliffs that we're at right now at the end of this video. So it's really pretty.
Yeah, so most of the time people are obviously very fixated on working out. In fact, most people have never even heard of the term working in.
That's
so
true.
What is the difference? Well, if you take a look at our nervous system, remember we have two branches of the autonomic nervous system. We have our sympathetic, which is fight or flight, and then we have our parasympathetic, which is rest and digest. And most people today are absolutely, because of our stress load, and we've obviously been talking about stress and stressors, so most people are very sympathetically driven. And obviously people are under a lot of stress. Now remember, stress is emotional, it's electrochemical, it's food stress, it's scars, it's immune challenges, all those stresses. And then on top of that, what do they like to do as far as exercise?
They like to beat the crap out of their bodies.
They like intense exercise. And
lots of intense exercise.
well, that's really, today, if we look at exercise, everything is really driven around how many calories am I expending. And even yoga, which is a form of working in. Now remember, there are certain things that we are going to do that are going to expend energy and really take life force out of our body. And then what we have to do is we have to cultivate life force. So in terms of yoga, today it's very fitness driven. Wouldn't you agree? You know, most of the time people are doing more fitness type yoga.
Absolutely. It's more, it's for the true people that are true yogis, they actually are like mortified by what's happened to the yoga industry these days. There's yin yoga and there's the real good restorative yoga, which is
obviously, if you look at what people are doing today, obviously it's more fitness based. I mean, imagine going over to the Mecca. Imagine going to India and seeking out the yogi masters and saying, can you teach me how to do yoga with weights? I'd be like, what are you talking about?
yes. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable the stuff that people are doing in yoga classes these days.
Right.
It's like they're just trying to find a niche. And so it's like, okay, let's do fitness yoga. Well, it's really not designed to be a fitness class.
People are trying to add creativity because people get bored, but it's all about focusing on reconnecting mind, body. It's about breath work. It's about cultivating life force, re-energizing your body. And when we take a look at, now today, we have been doing some awesome hiking in nature, and of course that's my favorite thing to do. That's why I got my birthday present from my wife. So in terms of hiking, you could have a more aggressive hike, right? So you could make it more of a fitness hike where you increase your heart rate and obviously you put a lot of stress on your musculature. Or you can do what we did today, which is what I like to call a dawdle hike. You know, when we're dawdling. I'm the master of dawdling. Paul will tell you that. I'm either
is
going 100 miles an hour or I'm moving like a turtle, right?
Absolutely.
So, today we were focusing on just being out in nature and being present and just having fun, taking pictures and just really enjoying, what nature has to offer. And so, because so many people are under so much stress today, you have to find an outlet to work in. So working in would be yoga, it would be Tai Chi. Now remember, restorative yoga, right? Tai Chi, Qigong, any type of meditation, any type of breath work, don't think about walking necessarily just for fitness. Sometimes just go out and walk. And Paula, there's two things that get Paula's wheels spinning. She always comes out of the shower, she's like, oh, I got a great idea, I thought of this.
That's true.
Or when she's walking.
Yeah.
And that's when she really germinates, a lot of creative ideas. And, so I think it's important for people to understand what resonates with them. A lot of times the people that are very sympathetic dominant, meaning they're under a lot of stress, then what they do is then they go and do a butt-kicking workout, and sometimes it's too much stress on the body, and that's when their body starts to break down. In fact, we've had lots of clients in the past that were under so much stress, and what was happening is they're doing high-intensity workouts, and we said, right now that's not appropriate for you. What you have to do is heal your body. Then what we can do is gravitate into a more intense workout. And so what we're finding is, especially
the therapy, a lot of the people come to us for pain, and we do the therapy that we do has a lot of restorative exercises in it that we have people focus on until they're ready to get into the class and actually be able to have a fitness, routine going on. So there's a place for working in and working out, which we have at both things at the Body Project. So
yeah,
it works out well.
And another thing too is the one thing that we've obviously spent a lot of time talking about is breathing. And breathing is really the bridge between the mind and the body. And for people that are like, oh, I don't like meditation, I don't like the slow yoga, I don't like any of that. Those are the people who need it the most.
Yes,
right?
It is.
So if you kind of know how you're wired, it tells you, you're already getting the signals, right, from your body. That's like, you know what, once we start to slow down and rediscover how to cultivate that life force, how to cultivate that chi, then we're really going to optimize our health. And so don't just think about working out. Sometimes you have to work in, and just also understand that our stress loads are going to vary. Sometimes we're under more emotional stress. Sometimes there's more physical stress. Think about it like new construction, new cars. You're off-gassing, all those materials are off-gassing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's stressing the heck out of your body. And that's why there's so many mysterious illnesses that people just aren't getting better because they're not managing their stress loads.
That's especially when you're looking at perimenopause, menopausal women is a big one, because hormones are changing so much. So those ovaries start decreasing their production of hormones. So now your adrenal glands have to take over. Well, your adrenal glands are like, I am tired from being beat up for all these years. So I always tell people, it's really, really important for them to understand that if you have adrenals that are stressed, that you really have to manage that stress even more. So it's really important because your libido goes down. Ladies, tell me how many relationships are going to be great if the woman has no libido. You see that a lot. So it's important about your patience, your mood. All weight gain. There's all sorts of things that do happen during that perimenopausal time. So we definitely say, I really tell people 2 to 3 days a week of the higher intensity is max when you're going through that time period. And then the other times I say go out in nature, go for walks, go be with friends, out for walks wherever you're at, and you'll be a lot less stress on your body, plus you'll be a lot happier.
Yeah, I remember a great story. I had a guy that I worked with. He was drinking a minimum of a liter of Mountain Dew every day. And we made 3 changes. We got him off the soda. I had him drink a gallon of water a day with, he put sea salt in his water just to get the minerals back in the water. And then we did working in squats, or deep breathing squats. And when I get into talking about the movement patterns of the body and I talk about squats, I'm going to elaborate on the parasympathetic squat. But this guy in 30 days lost almost 50 pounds almost, the weight was literally falling off him, and that's all we did. We had him do parasympathetic squats, drinking a gallon of water, and then off the soda, and it was unbelievable how well his body responded. So,
Yeah.
you know, based on a person's stress loads, you know, many times we have to customize a program, and I think that's the problem with today, is people are doing all these cookie cutter programs, particularly if people are sick or, you know, they've got a high level of dysfunction. That's when you need customization the most.
Absolutely.
So hopefully you learned a thing or two in our video today. If you did, please go ahead and like the video. If you've got a friend or family member you think might be able to benefit from this information, please go ahead and share it. And until we see you tomorrow, go ahead and make it a great day. You certainly deserve it. And also, happy birthday to my daughter, Sydney.
Yes, happy birthday,
She's
honey.
11 today. We share the same birthday. Thumbs up on that one. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.